Guys, I mean, we can see it in your face, but just what are the emotions like right now walking off the field? And I know you guys expected it to go differently today.
Yeah, I mean, just sharing this field the last time with this team is something special. And, I've been sharing the field with Lauder since high school, and knowing this is our last game together is painful and tough to deal with, but it's just been an honor being a part of all the seniors in this senior class, seeing how much we've grown over the last 4 or 5 years or however long we've been here. But that's kind of been our main focus in the locker room and kind of how we're feeling.
Special group of guys. It's tough, hard loss like that. Need the team to, operate in all areas to win like that, and I trust in, Coach D and the younger guys to, get that fixed for next year, and I'm excited to see, what Boise State's going to do.
You guys had them 3-3 there, 5 minutes or so left in the second quarter. Just what kind of changed after that, Marco, that miscommunication, whatever, on the wide open play for the touchdown, and then obviously that kind of opened the floodgates there late in the second quarter?
We gave them a lot of free opportunity to make plays. When we were operating as a defense and communicating well and getting a line and not doing somebody else's job, I felt like we were shutting them down and they had no answers. But that's the game of football. You make a mistake as a defense and they throw one over the top. We had 21 unanswered points, and as a defense, we can't let that happen. Obviously, scoreboard showed that couldn't hold them to less points than our offense could score. So as a defense, we got to hold that on our shoulder and play better and operate better.
Obviously, emotions are running high, and we'll never understand what Boise State's brotherhood is really like. Can you kind of give us a glimpse of why this place has been so good to you and what it means to you?
Just the consistency to never give up. I had a lot of growing up to do as a freshman coming in. I know Lauder did too, and all the guys in the senior class had a lot of growing up to do, and as a person, as an academic, as an athlete, and for the university, the leaders, the brotherhood, the guys we came in with, to just consistently build into each other and forgive each other and really grow together is just nothing I'll probably ever experience again. And so, it's just special. I mean, that's my best way of describing it. But every single person that has ever left this program that I've been super close with, and it's just been an honor to share the field with them and get to know them as a person from such diverse backgrounds.
Kenneth Berry, touchdowns and tangents. You guys have, a guy like Chris Marshall. He comes in, to redeem himself, gets ingratiated with the team, and he was out there battling until the very end. When you see guys, who have a chance to come back and they're still fighting, like, what kind of hope does that give you for the future?
Yeah, I'll answer that. I think it's cool, for the offense to see a guy like Chris, obviously coming in here. A lot of high, expectations for him, but his mind really wasn't in the right spot. And to be honest with you, Coach D in this program changed him. So it's cool to see him not actually lose it and get back on the field and go make a play, which is cool. And then after the game, dapping up guys in the locker room, just saying, I love you. So, I mean, back to your question, like, that's what Boise State does, man. It changes lives for sure. And as an offense, I'm excited to, see them grow and what's going to happen next year. I'm fired up for them.
J-Test Broncos Studios, Matt, for you, you leave Boise State as one of the most productive tight ends in school history. What does that mean to you, and then what did it also mean? I know the outcome not what you wanted, but to get in the end zone one more time there at the end.
Yeah, so grateful for Potter and calling a screen pass to me on the last play of my career. That was cool. Getting in the paint's always fun, and after the game, to piggyback off what you said at first, I think it's cool because all the other tight ends look up to me And, we got, Wagner and a few other guys in that room who are going to be special too. And they're going to take over the role and they're going to own it. And, they're going to be amazing players too. So just to leave a legacy and those guys to understand, how that room is supposed to operate and their work ethic that's like the biggest thing to me.
John Worcester, Idaho Press. Matt, you guys place a premium on eliminating turnovers. Those 5 interceptions, just how frustrating were they, and just how killer was that for you tonight?
Yeah, it was a struggle, and it sucks to see our defense, go back on the field and have to stop them again and again and again. But that's just the way it is, and we're going to get those things fixed.
I heard Sire Gaines walking through the tunnel saying time to get back to work. I know you guys obviously both aren't going to be here, but what do you make of just this team and the leadership that is going to be back and trying to get back to the standards of Boise State football here?
Yeah, I think that's just what Coach D's instilled in us. It's what our program's all about, is getting back to work, grinding through hard things. It doesn't really matter how you feel. You got to do the right things, and even when the right thing is hard to do. And I know Sire obviously is going to do a good job carrying that torch, and so are a lot of other guys that I can talk about that are going to do the same thing.
Canterbury touchdowns and tangents. Coach Danielson, great season despite the loss. So just in regards to the quarterback play tonight, will you take any consideration into maybe looking into options in the portal for the offseason? And as far as just this being your last game in the Mountain West, what kind of lasting memories, remarks, people that have impacted you, what do they mean to you, kind of just wrapping up the season?
Yeah, I mean, first off, Maddox Madsen's a warrior, and he's battled through injury all season from game 3 to now, and even you see him even pregame, and he's just trying to fight and scratch to get out there and do his job. I would say a less competitor wouldn't have even tried to play in the game, wouldn't have even tried to play in the championship game, but Maddox Madsen's an elite competitor, and that's our quarterback. And we believe in Max Cutforth, and he came in and did some good things. Obviously, we did not play well enough tonight, and don't take my answer as if I feel like we did. But I think the easy answer is always, well, you should go to the portal. No, I believe in our quarterbacks. I believe in Maddox. I believe in Max Cutforth.
Mark, just with your offensive line, you lose Cage with opting out. Matoya's injured. Carrion gets injured. Just how more difficult did that make it for you guys? Did it change how it was working out there?
It doesn't really change anything. We're going to stick to our process. But yeah, we got to have tight ends be in there to help chip and help slow those ends down. Obviously, we don't have Cage, and that's frustrating. But we got to move on from it, and we did, and we went out there and we played our hearts out, and it just didn't go our way.
I guess just with you saying Cage, I know close obviously, but just with him opting out, from a leadership perspective and how he plays, just how much more difficult was that without him?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Jason, right in front of you, Coach. Jason Burrell, South Bay Black Journal. Resilience and effort, Coach. You guys always fight to the end. What happened in the second quarter? In the secondary, was Zion looked like he thought he had some help, and then Washington was able to put some points on the board?
Yeah, we were playing good defense, and the biggest part of playing elite defense is eliminating explosive plays. And our defense battled tonight. Proud of a lot of the things they did, but that first touchdown was just a blown coverage. We were in a too high shell, and we just didn't play the technique, and that turns into big time explosive play.
All right, last question.
Yep.
Spencer, kind of a two-parter. With Cage not even being here as a team captain, I don't know how that went down or what you can say, but did that have any impact on the morale of the team or anything, not having a captain here tonight? And you mentioned the quarterback play of Maddox. I mean, is he your starter going into next season? Is that an open competition? How do you look at the quarterback position going forward?
Yeah, I respect your question in regards to Cage, but we were focused on our team that was playing the game. And they had a great week of prep, and obviously it didn't go well tonight, and I take full responsibility to look at why, but our guys freaking prepped their tails off and went out there and battled. We got to be better. And I'm going to pretty much leave the question at that, BJ. And in regards to Maddox, that's our quarterback. And do we need to get better? Do we need to improve? Are we going to compete? All yes, but I'm unwavering in the fact that I believe in Maddox Madsen. I believe in our quarterbacks. We need to improve, and we're going to. We got 2 really good freshmen coming in. I'm excited to see them continue to come in and elevate the room. But I love our quarterbacks, and we just got to be better than we were tonight.
Sorry, this is the last question.
Coach, now that it's all said and done, headed into the offseason, what did you learn about your squad tonight in a tough matchup against a Power 4 program?
Yep. Yeah, first off, I mean, I'm just so proud of these seniors. They are leaving Boise State better than they found it. 3 straight conference champions. I don't know how many teams in the country can say that. They've been through a head coaching change. Some of them have been through COVID. They've been counted out. They've held trophies. They've been booed off the field and continue to come back swinging. And the best is still to come for our seniors in life, and this is always home. And they're leaving this place better than they found it. That's when I think about this team. I think about a team that loves each other and will find a way to push through adversity because they're a resilient group, right? We talk about built different program. And that's building champions on and off the field. But to build someone, they got to want to change. They got to want to grow, and that's player-driven. And our players, our leaders, 2 are sitting by me right now that push that standard forward, and they've left it better than I believe the foundation is in a great place. We obviously got a lot of work to do, and we're going to get to work. But I'm proud of what our seniors have done. I'm proud of the foundation. I truly believe the best is still to come for our football team, and I know God's hands on it.
Thank you.
That's it. That's quick. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.